Good evening. My name is Angelique Hauser, and I'm the CEO for the Cupertino Chamber of Commerce, and I would like to welcome you all to our 2016 Board of Directors installation ceremony. And now I would like to have you help me welcome our former mayor, beloved Orrin Mahoney, to come up here and be our MC for the evening.
Well, that's really nice. Okay. First of all, welcome to the Cupertino Chamber's 2016 installation of officers and board of directors ceremony. And it's my pleasure to start this off to introduce our mayor, Barry Chang, who's going to come up and lead us in the pledge to the flag. Barry? Come on up.
All right, please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated.
And we'll see. So far, so good. We'll see you back up here in a minute. All right. Again, I want to thank you, Mayor Chang, and members of the City Council. The Cupertino Chamber has again had a great, very successful year this year under the leadership of Rich Abdallah. It's my pleasure to recognize the City Council members that are here tonight. We have, as you've already seen, Mayor Barry Chang, Vice Mayor Savita Vadanathan, Councilmember Rod Sinks, Councilmember Gilbert Wong, and is Darcy here? Not. Okay. Also joining this evening is David Brandt, our city manager, and other members of the city staff. I also extend a very special thanks to the mayor and to the public information officer, Rick Kitson, and the staff of the City Channel that always does a wonderful job at these events. Ray Delgado, Robert Kim, Pete Coglianese, and Michelle Coombs for graciously assisting in arranging for tonight's special presentation and the Chamber's annual installation of officers and directors and board members. We at the Chamber, and I'm a member of the Chamber, feel very fortunate to have such a great relationship between the City Council and staff, and that's been going on for a long time, and that is one of the special things, I think, about the City of Cupertino, among many other special things. At this time, I would like to invite our mayor back up here to officiate in the swearing in of the officers and board of directors of the Chamber for this year.
Engineer is very structured, okay? I gotta print it out what I need to say and print out what the mayor can say, okay? And I'm generally not a very structured person, so, but I'm not going to, here say whatever I want to say, okay? So I'm not going to say whatever I want to say, so I just want to bring the new board of the Chamber of Commerce board member coming up, then we just start the process so we can get it done earlier, okay? Thank you. Coming up.
It will be
right.
John and Bruce.
John,
Bruce Stinger.
Oh, Bruce Stinger, okay.
And John Zerulli.
Oh, I just talked to Bruce. I just talked to Bruce. Do you guys know Bruce can speak Mandarin very well? Okay, so lucky I did not say anything bad in Mandarin behind his back. Okay, he went to Taiwan and went to the first class Taiwan university in Taiwan, and his first wife is from Taiwan, and then got ill, and then you don't mind getting into that a little bit? Okay. I think you already have. His second wife is from mainland China. Okay, so if you know how to speak Mandarin, some of you are from Taiwan or mainland China, be sure don't say something bad behind his back in Mandarin. Okay, he will definitely will know. And then John is very, but John know how to, he loves to ski. So we try to schedule the time I will go up with him because I love snowboarding. Okay, I learned snowboard when I was 50. Okay, and I'm very good at it. I just told John I can go down the face at the Heavenly. Do you guys know Heavenly? Do you guys know the face? The gun barrel, right? I can come down gun barrel in one piece, so I'm okay. I'm okay. And I told John, I try not to do too many times. Okay, maybe once in a while. But John, we'll get it together after the next city council meeting. We'll definitely went up there and do some snowboarding. You do your ski, I'll do my snowboarding. Okay, so what else you want me to say? Read it. Read it. I'll let you read it.
So you have been elected to the Board of Directors of Cupertino Chamber of Commerce. This honor reflects the caring that you have about Cupertino in general, and in particular, the success of its business community. Your fellow Cupertino Chamber of Commerce members are placing their trust in you to move the organization forward and to work to accomplish its mission to promote and enhance the business community and economic development of the Cupertino community. Sorry, I just have to get to the next page. Will you accept? There. Will you accept this charge?
Yes.
Board members, please remain standing. And now we will be calling the officers of the 2016 term,
Okay.
Starting with President Mike Rohde.
Mike Rohde.
President-elect Keith Warner. Immediate past President Richard Abdullah from the Abdullah Law Offices. I'm sorry, I'm just going to go back and let you know. Mike Rohde is with the Hills of Valco, and Keith Warner is with the Pacific Workplaces. And then our Vice President of Special Events, Janice Chua from Bitter Plus Suite. Vice President of HR and Staffing, Sandy James from Sandhill Property Company. Vice President of Legislative Relations, Kevin McClellan from Leeward Financial and Insurance Services. And Vice President of Finance is unable to attend tonight, Andrew Walters from the San Jose Water Company. And now, your fellow board members have asked you to accept the challenge of leading the Cupertino Chamber of Commerce to accomplish its mission. By accepting this challenge, you are committing yourself to the hard work that leadership entails. You will be responsible for ensuring the continuing success of this over 60-year-old organization. Do you accept the commitment?
Good.
Thank you. And now with...
Now it's Mike. Will Mike Rohde please step forward? We just went to Main Street, have the dedication of the clock. This afternoon, Main Street was done very fantastic, nicely done. So you guys, if you haven't been there, you should be there. Okay, really, really. We're really proud. I know, Mike, you're still working for Peter, right?
Absolutely.
As
Even after today.
After today, yeah, for sure. Okay. As incoming president, it is my privilege to present to you with the gavel as a symbol of office. Oh, right here. And in accepting this gavel and the leadership is symbolized, you are accepting the ultimate challenge of leading this organization in the area you have chosen for this year, which means make Chamber of Commerce more prosper, more activity, and make Cupertino business thriving.
We can do that.
Okay, good. So here's yours.
Thank you.
All right.
Which one?
We need to call the rest of them up. The remaining board members.
I'd like to call the remaining board members up, please. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to present the 2016 Chamber of Commerce board members. We appreciate all of your efforts, so please be recognized, and then we'll do a quick, take your seat, and then we'll do a quick meeting. A little applause would be great. Rich, remain here, please. Yeah. So I have the task of following a man that liked to be the chamber president, not once, but twice. So
In 2 centuries.
in 2 centuries, I'm well represented here apparently. And during 2015, Rich has done quite an admirable job of getting the chamber recognized in many facets. We've had lots of opportunities, lots of things happen in the city of Cupertino, and I'd like to take this moment for you all to recognize Rich, and I know Rich is going to say a couple words.
Well, I found out about 15 minutes ago that I was expected to speak, so bear with me if it seems a little bit disjointed. 2015 was a very good year. We had a lot of wonderful events. We had our Lunar New Year event. We had our Diwali. We had our Star Awards. And we always want to have the best event. We'd like to break even on those events or do better. Thanks to our staff and all our volunteers, all of our events were quite profitable, which is great. We also renewed the lease with the tenant that we have there. We never found the lease that we had before, so we created a brand new one. And I must say that Anjali negotiated a very good arrangement, and the lease is going to be very good for us for quite a long time. And it happens to be an ideal tenant. They don't actually use the place during the day. They only come at night, and it's really a very good match for us. So we're very fortunate in that respect. If you haven't been to the chamber offices in the last month or so, I hope you'll go there. We did a major remodel of the chamber, inside and out. It was one of those projects that started out as, let's fix the closet. Well, while we're doing the closet, let's do this. And we did everything in that chamber, pretty much, except not too much for the tenant. But we did put a few poles in front of their group. For some reason, I thought somebody might drive through and into their side of the building, since apparently it was done on our side. So it would not have been a new thing. But the tenant's happy, we're happy. Mike Rohde, John Zarelli, I could go on. The city was very helpful to us. We couldn't have done it without all of their cooperation. I hope you'll come by. We will be doing a couple of open houses soon. We're waiting for our conference table to come in. It just seems a little kind of out of sorts at this point, but we're really happy with it. I don't want to go into too much detail, but you need to come over and please take a look at it. Our attendance at our Legislative Action Council, our committee, led by Kevin McClellan, has doubled and at times tripled in attendance, which is great. And I think the conference room that we have at the chamber was a little tight. It's much bigger now that we've remodeled, but the city has been kind enough to let us to continue to use the city offices over there for our meetings, and they've been very, very well attended. So we're thrilled about that. We have a very good relationship with the city staff and with the elected officials, and for that we are very grateful, and we work at it, and they are very helpful to us, and it's a lot more fun to have a working relationship with the city. than any other relationship that we might have. So we're very proud of that. With regard to the remodel, we actually thought we would have to dip into our savings to do the remodel, but Anjali, somehow we were able to pay for the entire remodel, which cost us over $100,000 to do, entirely out of current income. So we did not have to use one penny of our savings. So we're in very good financial shape. You know, we have a great staff. We have Anjali, our CEO. We have, is it Junkie? I never get that name quite right. Junkie, where are you? She's back there. She's one of our staff people, and we're really thrilled with that. You know, at the end of the day, you find that the chamber, like other organizations, like the Rotary and so forth, at the end of the day, you cannot function, the chamber could not function without the volunteers. The number of hours that people put into this. I tried to attend a lot of the meetings, the Diwali meeting, the Lunar New Year luncheon meetings. It's just phenomenal to me how many volunteers we rely on and how much work they do to make our events great and to make the chamber a strong, active, and positive force in the community. And I'm very proud of that, and I want to thank every one of you who have helped on anything. Even just attending a mixer and having a glass of wine is good for us, so please keep doing whatever you're doing. And to those volunteers, I say thank you on my behalf and as well as the chamber. Okay, let me just check my list here. This is going to be an interesting year. There's no question about it. We have national elections, we have local issues, we have local elections. And the good news is I am turning the reins over to a great board and to a very capable president and officers, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be interesting, and I thank you for letting me serve this year last year as chamber president, and thank you very much.
Thank you for your efforts.
My pleasure. Thanks, Mike.
Also, from time to time, we have folks that are terming out as chamber members, and this year is no exception. So this year, one of our chamber members and board members is Matt Wheeler, and Matt has served on the board for quite some time and really done quite the Herculean effort to help us from an accounting standpoint. And Matt is a CPA by trade, and so as boards sometimes do, we tap into people's expertise. And Matt certainly was one of those folks that stepped up and helped us, not just for 1 or 2 years, but 3 or 4 or 5 years. So I'd like to welcome Matt up to the stage. So Matt, on behalf of the Chamber and the Chamber Board, we'd like to thank you and appreciate your efforts for the past years of service. So thank you. So like Rich said, this year is going to be quite an interesting year. We have lots of things on the table. The Chamber has become very well recognized, not only in the city, but within the Bay Area, and certainly with other chambers. So we feel that we have done quite the outreach, and we're going to continue to work through the rest of the issues that are facing us. And again, we know that there are lots of issues coming up, and we think that the Chamber will be front and center in many of those. And in many cases, our LAC chairman and or board member or our president will end up in front of the council speaking to them about various items. And sometimes it's a bit contentious, and sometimes it's a bit late, and sometimes there's quite a few people, and sometimes there's not. So I would like to just reiterate that 2016 will be quite the year. And I'm thrilled and I'm honored to be here as president. So I'd like to take a minute and thank Anjali and Janki for their assistance. And I know that we have a very large slate of special events that are coming this year. First off, we have the State of the City event that will be in late January, and of course, Mayor Chang will take the reins as mayor. He's going to follow former Mayor Rod Sinks. And of course, that's January 27th. And then Lunar New Year Luncheon, celebrating the Year of the Monkey, will be February 12th. Star Awards, which is a great event, and Rich touched a little bit upon that. And this year, we already know who the recipients are, and we think we have quite an exciting lineup. So we'd love for you to attend with us. And currently, we're planned for the Juniper Hotel, and that is, of course, March 19th, Saturday, March 19th. It's quite a neat event, so we'd love for you to sign up, and you can sign up on the Chamber website or just contact Anjali. She seems to be the person in the know on all that. And of course, Diwali Festival. Last year, I have to tell you that the Diwali Festival was widely successful. There were so many people, and the success of that was astronomical. I think it was probably the best attended event in Cupertino in many years. So I think that you would do yourself an injustice if you did not come. And that, of course, is October 15th. So all these events are available for registration through the chamber website and at the chamber office, of course. In addition, we'd like to thank the folks that provided food for the reception that we're going to follow, and that's Armadillo Willie's, Bitter and Sweet, Fontana's, Peacock, Lye Garden, I'm sorry, Fontana's, and the Hills at Valco. So once again, thank you to former Mayor Mahoney and Barry Chang and council members for everyone that attended. We'd like to have you join us in the lobby. And Oren, would you mind stepping forward? And here's a little graph for your assistance today.
Ooh, very nice, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Join us in the lobby. There we go.